Faded Glory, World War III, Operation Resurgence. Chapter 6. The Cyber Gambit. On August 7th, Morozov, enraged by Chinese strikes on Russian soil, authorized a cyber attack on U.S. commercial aviation systems. Russian hackers, operating from a nondescript building in Moscow's Presnensky district, exploited a decades-old vulnerability in flight performance software used by U.S. airlines. The malware altered takeoff settings, flaps, throttle, speed, ensuring planes would stall or crash. At 4:15 p.m. local time, Morgan Air Flight 192, a Boeing 737 bound for Orlando, barreled down Tucson International Airport's runway. First Officer Martin Monroe, 32, noticed the settings were off but trusted the system. A fatal mistake. "Thrust set," he called. At 170 mph, the plane struggled to lift, snapping light poles and clipping an Arizona Air National Guard hangar before crashing into East Valencia Road, killing 151 of 185 aboard and 12 on the ground. Within 15 minutes, 11 more planes crashed across the U.S. Southwest, from El Paso to Hilton Head, killing 600 and injuring 1,800. At Tampa International Airport, First Officer Tony Bianchi, 40, caught the error. "The system's lying," he told his captain, aborting takeoff seconds before disaster. "It's set to kill us." His quick thinking saved 172 lives and alerted the FAA, which initiated Skatana, a national emergency shutdown grounding all civilian flights. President Harper, aboard Air Force One over Pennsylvania, was briefed on the attack's origin, a Moscow cyber facility tied to the GRU. Harper, her voice cold with fury, issued a directive: "Flatten that building, in broad daylight. Make Morozov feel the ground shake." On August 8th, a U.S. Virginia-class submarine in the Barents Sea launched a hypersonic weapon, its existence only recently disclosed. At 9:28 a.m. Moscow time, it struck the six-story building, leveling it. Of 217 killed, 48 were military staff. Morozov, in a Kremlin bunker 200 meters below ground, escaped but was shaken. "They brought the war to us," he muttered, pacing, his hands trembling. Chapter 7. The Battle for Harbin. In Harbin, the war reached its climax. Volkov's 2nd Motorized Rifle Division, bolstered by the 1st Guards Tank Army, pushed toward the city's core along Highway G10. APTO forces, led by Sarah Lin, held key bridges and intersections, supported by Chinese and South Korean reinforcements. Colonel Li Wei, a 35-year-old PLA tank commander, described the chaos. "Tanks burned, missiles lit the sky, and the noise, screams, explosions, drowned everything. It was like a science fiction nightmare." On August 9th, APTO launched Operation Bulwark, a desperate defense of Harbin. U.S. Marines and Chinese paratroopers fortified the Songhua River bridges, while AI-driven drones disrupted Russian logistics. NATO intelligence, intercepting Russian communications, learned Volkov's division planned to cross a dam near Kikihar. APTO struck first, destroying the dam with missiles, trapping a quarter of Volkov's forces. Cluster munitions tore through the stranded vehicles, killing hundreds. Volkov, in a command vehicle near Kikihar, seethed. "We'll break them," he growled, ordering a final push. But his forces, stretched thin and low on fuel, faltered. APTO's drones and artillery kept the Russians pinned, buying time for reinforcements from Jilin. Lin, coordinating from a Harbin school-turned-command post, radioed her troops. "Hold the line. Every minute we gain saves lives." Chapter 8. The Ceasefire. By August 10th, Harbin was a city of ruins, shattered skyscrapers, burning fields, and 50,000 civilian deaths. Premier Zhang, facing dissent in Beijing and pressure from APTO allies, sought a way out. Through neutral intermediaries in Singapore, he brokered a ceasefire. Morozov, grappling with 30,000 Russian casualties and riots in Moscow, agreed. On August 12th, the guns fell silent. Lieutenant Chen Wei, now leading Harbin's Ghosts, a 200-strong resistance group, continued guerrilla attacks on Russian outposts. "We stopped them," he said, standing amid Harbin's rubble, his face etched with exhaustion. "But the cost was everything." Sergeant Liu Yang, working at a Harbin hospital, smuggled supplies to Chen's group by night. "Mei and Hao are gone," he told Chen, delivering medical kits to a forest safe house. but I can't let their deaths mean nothing. Please like and subscribe to learn more.